Hello, Glue Woman. I'm glad to see you could drop by. Yeah, kind of a, well, nearly late start for the stream. Honestly, I think I just finished up the main story of Pokemon Legends ZA. I did not expect the final scenario would, like, lead me this close to starting stream. So, I've got most of the stuff set up, just need to do the last few little things, get my water ready, and then we'll start the stream. So just hold on tight. Alright. Got everything up and running. So it's time to get to the art. So what I'm wanting to do, like, for this project, well, pretty much just wanting to basically draw like a full body picture of, like, myself with a little, just like, well, I mean, main thing I'm gonna be doing. First thing I'm gonna do is, well, yeah, like I said, it's gonna be a drawing of, like, myself like this. Obviously in a different pose and all that. And I'll have, like, one accessory that isn't actually part of my character that I'm gonna be, like, adding onto the drawing. It's, well, it's for something that's from, God, I always have a hard time actually, like, going through the explanation for what I'm wanting to do, but basically it's a bit of fan art, like, art influenced by the, like, Mega Man Starforce series. And I'm wanting to, like, get this done hopefully before the, like, Starforce Legacy collection comes out. That way, like, I have it, I can kind of use it on some thumbnails and stuff and just have fun with it. So yeah, that's the idea. Oh, hello Nia. Glad you could join us. Well, yeah, this stream is a bit earlier than, I was gonna say than my usual art streams, but my usual art streams is literally just 2 other days where I do art streams, and those I do them at like 3 p.m. So anyway, you're on time, Nia, so don't worry about that. But yeah, so right now, oh, So the plan right now, I have this 3D model here to kind of use as a rough guide for the body. Obviously I can't, I'm not going to be just using this exactly, but it helps me actually just like figure out where all the parts are and like just general proportions and stuff, because I'm definitely not good at that. So we're gonna see how well this turns out. It might not turn out well at all, but again, that's something, I'll learn something from this. I know that at least. But alright. So, because I can at least use, like, again, the helpful part about using this as a kind of reference and just aid is knowing, like, okay, so, like, say, the pants start up here, and I think I'm actually going to want to have a smaller pen size, honestly. I mean, great, I'm definitely not going to be using this like initial go through for like the rough stuff later on, but it's probably better if I just start with a small one. But yeah, I can pretty much use this as a good indicator of, okay, so yeah, here's where like the pants will go up to, so I can at least have that as just like, yeah, I know that pants go up to about here. I know that the, like, duster jackets, it kind of goes about this far on the body, like right to about above the knees or so. I know that the sleeves are a bit like rolled up to where the elbows are. And then of course there's just like having a head that I can actually kind of use as a reference. And also kind of helps me figure out like, okay, so eyes are about here and here, mouth right in here. But yeah, I'm going to be just using this as a general reference for figuring out just like how I'm going to do this. So, alright. Might as well start by just like start the outline. I'm not going to care too much about like getting individual stuff because like I'm going to be having boots on. I don't need to outline every toe. And heck, even for like the pants, like I mean, if you look here, you can tell the pants are kind of baggy a bit, so they don't need to directly follow, like they're not skin tight. Like none of my clothes are like super skin tight. I mean, maybe the shirt is, but it's also covered up by the jacket, so again, I'm going to be figuring out a lot as I go along. So I'm probably going to be making a few mistakes. I'm probably going to end up having to redo some stuff. But that is how we learn. So it's a good thing. Because I could read like 100 articles on how to draw. I could watch like so many professional tip videos and I'd still just not understand anything. I learn best by doing, and when I like know what it is I want to do, then I learn even better. and this is something I want to do. So I'm just gonna keep at it. Even when I make mistakes, even when I mess up, I'm not gonna stop. So I'm just gonna pick myself up, dust myself off, and keep going. And yeah, practice is the best learning technique. And honestly, one thing I'm hoping that all this practice helps me refine is just being able to figure out why something looks off to me. Because that's going to be the biggest thing that kind of gets in the way of me actually improving. If I can't figure out why something is off, then I can't really work to fix it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I could just be looking at something and it doesn't matter how well I can tell that, yeah, no, something's wrong with this. If I can't actually articulate what is wrong, then I can't work to improve it or to improve myself. And I'll say it's one of the hardest things about just like starting anything. When you know too much, well, not when you know too much. When your knowledge of something is greater than your skill with it. It causes just a lot of distress and everything. And especially because even though you have the knowledge, if you don't have the skill to properly apply it, then you can't really like know what's wrong. Like this entire thing, it's like you can look into like, say, a fuse box, and you can just see it's a mess of wires and everything. And you can probably get a feeling of, yeah, that's probably not how it's supposed to look. But if you don't actually know anything about like wiring, electrical engineering, or, well, probably not electrical engineering, that part's not, yeah, I mean, it's kind of relevant, but like if you don't know anything about wiring, you could have the feeling of, yeah, no, something is wrong there, but you're not going to know how to fix it. And I definitely just find myself in situations like that. Yeah, so that's something I hope this little project helps me with. At the very least, working on making the emotes has definitely helped. At the very least with like some kind of just general, like helped with stuff in general, like how to actually paint in Clip Studio, and it's helped me pick up some little tips and tricks. But I definitely know that if I just kept at it, it wouldn't exactly be... like, I get diminishing returns from it. Like, using the templates is definitely helpful, and again, helped me with a lot of other skills. But, like, I want to be able to make stuff without having to rely on a template for just like the base part of it. Like work on figuring out forms and like good proportions. So something like this, I hope, will be able to help me. Okay. So now I got the general outline. now I want to draw some outlines for where like parts of the body are actually like kind of crossing in front of the body. That's what I want to do. So get something like that for that arm. Well, if I'm wanting to figure out which one goes on top of which, I can always just like have this like pop this guy back up. So yeah, I'd say with something like this. Oh, duh. It was like, wait, that doesn't look right. Forgot about that line. Because, yeah, like that, I at least have a general idea of like, okay, yeah, this is how this goes over. And just actually helps me keep the shape of like, yeah, we have arm here and arm here. So now just to get some ideas for like the face stuff. Although for this it'd probably be better if I just draw the general lines. Okay, kind of looks a bit funny like this. Okay. Alright. And I was thinking of like using this as a pose, but nah, I like the arms crossed. Looks like it'll look cool. But okay. Alright. So now onto a new layer. And alright, so for this one, I'll basically just be figuring out like, okay, I'll be blocking off the clothes. That's what I want to do. So if we start along the bottom, okay. Trying to figure out exactly how high up I should make the shoes. Because I mean, they're boots, so they actually go fairly high up, but I also basically have like my pants going over them a bit. At least going over the kind of like, actually, what do you call that part of the shoe? I mean, it's basically the top of it, like the neck. Okay, yeah, I don't really know what to call that part of a shoe, but I'll be... But yeah, like it would probably go up to about... Actually, how high up do boots go on? Okay. I have boots in my house. I can at least figure out a general idea of how high up they go, at least on my feet. I mean, they cover the entire foot. They go up the leg a bit. I'm going to pull out my pair of boots and compare them just to figure out a general place. I'm doing all this for something that I'm going to be covering up with a pant leg, but I'm doing it anyway. Be back in a bit, guys. Okay, got it figured out. At the very least, the pair of work boots I had kind of go a bit above the ankle, so about here. And obviously the pant leg is going to kind of go down like a bit below the top of it. It's going to cover it. So about here as well. Okay. So yeah. Okay, actually, I'm not going to try and do it like too tightly. Because again, right now, all I'm doing right now is blocking out the parts. Because again, I'm going to be putting in like more details later. So at this point, it's just, yeah. Again, I'm figuring this stuff out as I go. Like, I'm definitely going to just be making mistakes. Okay, so just figured out something using my body as a reference. So I definitely think that, yeah, this will be where the waist of the pants are. And then the pants will end just like it's like below the top of where the boots are. And yeah, a lot of this doesn't make sense. I'm just doing this to... I mean, honestly, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just doing this. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. So I might as well just do some shit. But yeah, so pants. And then, yeah, looking at it. the jacket will basically... Yeah, the jacket basically kind of like... Up here is as high as it gets. And then these little coattails kind of go to about here, I'd say. Yeah, they tend to fall around like, I'd say, can't really tell if that's above or below the knee. It might be that the front parts, like the front part of the jacket actually kind of ends above the knee, but like it's a bit lower in the back, so it's behind the knee. Oh God, that is just hard to figure out. Because, yeah, Eris didn't exactly draw where the knee is. Although, I mean, I do have all these the same parts. So the knee's here, so yeah, it seems behind behind it goes below the knee, and in front it goes above. So, oh, sorry about that. So yeah, I guess we basically have it go like about here, probably. Just extend out so I don't like draw over the pants. Not cat. That looks like an A. Alright. So I've at least got like a clothes section off, and obviously this is the head. Also, something else I'll figure out while I'm doing this is what is the best resolution? Because like I just went like, okay, yeah, let's go with 600. I mean, yeah, maybe like 1200 works too. Again, I'm gonna be figuring this out as I go. Oh, and okay, needed to mute to deal with a sneeze. Okay. And what do I want? Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do multiple layers for all this stuff. I mean, well, actually, thinking about it, I probably don't have to. I'm going to end up doing it because, yeah, I don't really know any other way to do it. Well, it's not because I don't know any other way, it's because I'm more comfortable just breaking this up into multiple layers to work on. Okay. So, screw it. Let's start with the shoe. And of course, the shoe's definitely not going to be Like, I'm thinking about it, I don't really have to worry too much about how the top of the shoe is going to look, because it's going to be covered by the paint leg, so that's nice. But yeah, the shoe, obviously it's not going to be like skin tight to the fucking foot. That's no way to actually have a shoe. Alright. So, yeah, obviously you want to have it, and even though this part won't get seen, obviously you want the top of it to kind of appear like this. It curves around. And of course this will get refined, but you just need for a rough idea. It kind of needs to follow the leg though. But yeah, after a bit, probably once it gets around here, I have to be further out. And then have it come to a bit of a point here. Not a, like, super... like, not super pointy, but it does need to kind of go to the point because that's how most shoes go. And especially boots. Well, actually, gotta think about it. I'm seeing it at a side, so actually this part probably should go a bit lower. So something like that, maybe. And on this side, I definitely need to show off part of the actual sole of the shoe. But at the very least, this I can pretty much just like kind of... I do need to cover a bit, but I can pretty much just kind of like drop it for this part of the shoe. Might want to bring the toe in a bit, actually. Maybe something like that would work better. Like, I feel like I kind of want to emphasize this a bit more, but like I'm not so sure because like the angle isn't exactly there. Well, I could try. Maybe if I have it like kind of go out like that. Like something like that could work. Although, of course, thinking about it, Yeah, I kind of also need to have another line that goes along the edge here, just to make it more obvious that that's the sole of the boot. And then we also get like some stuff like this running down until you get to about, like, say here, because obviously that's the tongue of the boot. And I'm just realizing how many details there are in clothes that I'm gonna have to. I don't need to make it super detailed, but well, at least know I'm gonna have a lot of work I can do on this, so it's not gonna get finished super early. I mean, honestly, that actually does look like a shoe, but I need to have a little curve here. I want to indicate that it still continues. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Now maybe if I kind of do it like this. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to bring my actual boot in here so I have it, because I want to actually look at it to get a good reference for like how the laces are actually laced. So, off to get the boot again. Okay, I think I might actually got a better idea for how to draw like the little space where the heel is. So, yeah. So first, I need to do this. Honestly, I think I could even like. I kind of wanted to keep using like a smaller brush, but oh well. Basically, we go like this, and then you kind of have it go in here. Now, maybe I should not change the size just so it actually kind of. Because that's basically how it is on my actual boots. Although it actually goes on for a bit longer, so maybe. Okay. Let me clear this out. And heck, let me just kind of clear this part as well. Give myself a bit more room to work with. Okay. Maybe not that. So hard to just figure out where exactly I'm having issues with. I definitely feel like I'm having the soul be a little thin here, so I want to try again with it. That's also, yeah. Honestly, it might just be that I'm trying to do too much in too small of an area. God, this is... Well, it's a learning experience, that's for damn sure. Well, hell, when I actually bring my boot out for kind of figure out how it would show, it's perspective is a bitch. Oh, hi Bears. Well, it's going. I'm figuring out stuff. Mainly just how much I might be in over my head. But I mean, that's still stuff. And honestly, right now I'm looking I actually have one of my work boots in my hand to figure out the perspective on how to draw a boot. So yeah, that's fun. I think for now I'll just keep that part of the soul looking like that. I mean, hell, when you zoom out, well, no, when you zoom out, it's still it's a lot more noticeable because maybe I should just give it a thicker soul, honestly. I might just be kneecapping myself by having a, smaller soul like this, so... You know, let's try it. Let's try extending the soul a bit more. And that's... Yeah. I'm definitely learning stuff. But, yeah, no, that was a bit much. Maybe I need to have it like that. How does that look? Yeah, so how's your day been going so far, Varys? If I figure out this part... Okay, no, the front of this is just... I can kind of see this part, the back here, yeah, I can see how that works. Especially because, the soles of actual work boots actually are pretty damn thick. Compared to where your foot's actually going to be resting. Yeah, no, I feel you, Varens. But, well, sometimes you'd rather not be doing it, but it's still gotta get done, or else it's just gonna be a pain in the ass later. Okay, let's try... Okay, I like it up to here. Let's try and see if I can get a better curve along the front. Because it sounds like these are like platform boots. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Well, I'm glad you decided to hang out here while you had your time, Varys. It's always nice to have you guys pop in. Okay, so now let's try and draw the arch in here. Maybe a bit. Something like that? Well, it does kind of fit. Actually, no, wait. The ones on these, yeah, they don't go straight. They actually kind of like angle back out. Huh. So, might go a bit like this. Okay, yeah, actually I like that. So now just tidy this up. Okay. Yeah, looks like it's well enough for a shoe. Alright. Well, thanks, Varys. Yeah, so far the entire project idea is something that's a bit above my skill level, but I'm not going to improve if I don't keep trying. So now to actually get to what I was to why I brought my actual boot out for reference. Okay, so actually looking at it, it might work better if I have them they don't stay parallel with the outer side of the boot. I want them to kind of narrow in as we go down, that way just to show the tongue narrowing in. Yeah, drawing's just definitely something you kind of need to keep at. So we can go like, say, here, about. Yeah, I mean, I honestly want to get started on this because I was basically at the point like, okay, the emotes are helping me, but I actually kind of want to do something that's really gonna get me out of my comfort zone. So we get to this, something that's probably gonna take me quite a while. And it's also gonna be something I can work on off stream when I've got some free time. And well, since I'm pretty sure I just beat the main story of Legends EA, I should have more free time that I'm not just spending trying to go through that. Okay, actually, I'm putting in so much, I'm putting in an amount of effort into this part that's not really worth it because like the upper part of this shoe is going to get covered by like a pant leg. But I figure it's better to have it here so I know like, okay, yeah, this is how it's supposed to look, here's what gets covered up and all that. So yeah, we have something like this because here we have the tongue of the boot, and here's the rest of the boot. The tongue's just kind of like a bit set in. And again, all this will get covered by a pant leg. But alright. Well, yeah, now I'll just put the boot on my desk because it's not like I've actually worn that and gone on it, so it's not like it's dirty. Boot cut? Are you just saying words, Varus, or is that an actual thing? So, okay. Alright, so for this... Oh, bootcut jeans. Okay. Alright. Okay, so... Well, let's see, even right now what I'm drawing's... Like, I'm probably not even gonna be... end up really, like, using what I'm drawing right now directly. Yep. I mean, sometimes you just really gotta have fun, just like, say random words. It can be entertaining. Yeah. But yeah, what I'm doing right now with this layer is... I guess... like, current plan is basically... make some stuff like this that I'll then use on later layers as reference for it. Or basically like I think my plan is draw out a basic line art, and then I have other layers where I'm actually going to be like refining it. Like take this one, like take this outline layer and actually go improve it with multiple layers, something like that. I'm playing this by ear right now, so we're just gonna see where it takes me. Okay, so we go. No, not like that. Okay, go like this. Then we go over here. And over here. And over here. And over here. 1, 2. Then we got a third here. And then I guess just like a fourth one where we kind of get up into the part where it's going to get covered by paint legs, so I don't have to draw it, like try and draw an actual like bunny ear knot. Actually, I should make that one go a bit lower. Like, there we go. Okay. Now if I take this off... yeah, I'd say... Like, you could definitely see that, like, oh, it's a shoe. Okay, I'd say that's going good. Yeah, it's definitely a nice boot outline. Oh god, yeah, definitely... Okay, now I'm thinking, like, eventually I'm gonna need to figure out how to draw a good texture for a boot. I mean, granted, I probably don't need to. I probably do not need to put that much effort into this. But I'd say it's also, like... It's something I can do. And besides, like, first stopping point where I want to get to is just, like, the drawing and in, like, base colors. Don't need to get into, like, shading or anything. Just get the drawing and base colors. If I can get something like that, then I'd say that's, like, bare minimum of what I want to accomplish with this. And then I can just save this entire project to, like, come back to it later, maybe like putting textures on parts of clothing, adding shading, putting in some highlights and stuff like that. Alright. Okay, so now I can start with the other boot. Oh. Drawing would be a lot easier if I had the pen selected instead of an eraser. Yeah, usually it does work better. Unless I just, like, fill the entire layer up with, like, color. Then I can actually draw using an eraser. Like, drawing with negative space. But, yeah. Okay. Okay, so at the very least... This side would be pretty simple because it's pretty much like follow the leg a little bit, but then we just usually drop straight down like so. This side follows the foot. Maybe not that closely. Okay, so I'll start by drawing it without the extra part for the sole. So pretty much just stay close along here. And go out a bit for the front. I have to give the toes some room after all. I don't even know why I'm kind of like touching this up, because again, I'm not going to be using this directly later on, but I don't know, I know why I'm touching it, because it annoys me. Even if I'm not going to end up using this later, it's going to annoy me if I just let that still be. Okay. So these are about equivalent, like... Oh. Okay, no, the feet definitely aren't, like, directly in line, from what I can tell. So that spot there. Because, yeah, basically, like, one of them's moved a bit more forward than the other, so I can't really use them as a hard and fast rule, but... Oh. The soul size just needs to be close enough. If it's off by like a few pixels, no one's really gonna notice. So let's just... Okay, I think that's good. No, okay, yeah, no. Although I think... Okay, no. Size-wise, they're good. I just messed up at the, like, front of the shoe. Okay, that feels like it looks better. Because obviously with how the perspective is, like when it's going off to the side, you just basically, like it vanishes obviously because you don't see it there anymore. Okay. So now... Not that tall. Okay, I'd say it's a good... Okay, the end bit might need a bit of improvement. Is that too small? Actually, no. Maybe if I start from here. Okay, that looks good. All right. So go like this. And then, nope. Don't want to go towards that line. Okay. Let's try with this as a position. Yeah, it might be easy if I just go like that. think I need to go like, not like that, definitely. Okay, my issue might be I drew this one a bit too close to the side. Yeah, because this one I was getting more of a front-on view of it, and here it's kind of a bit more to the side. Yeah, it's just feeling off to me. You know, maybe my issue is that I'm trying to have them, like, have both, like, edges be visible, when instead I should just be having one of them kind of, like, go off here. So, yeah, let's try that. Like, just have this be the edge here. And if I do that, then I basically have this go a bit lower, like sort of come down here. Something like that, maybe? How does that look? Okay, it's looking a bit too short comparatively, honestly. Okay, let's try. Okay, I think that looks better. So, clear that out. Okay, actually this is going a bit too far out. Okay, that looks better. With the way it was coming out before, it kind of looked like the soul was spreading out too much, but now it looks better. Okay. Nope. Gotta follow the curve of the foot. Wait. I think we get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, actually, I should still be able to get it as long as I don't go too far with how high up these go. Okay. I think I want to actually move this up a bit. So gotta be careful. Okay. So that's good for the... So we got some boots. That's good. Okay, I think this will just be boots rough. And this one will be pants rough. Alright. Thankfully, the pants are a bit... Well, they just don't have as many details. Got some extra pockets, sure. But they're a bit baggy, so I don't really have to worry too much about following the exact contours of the legs. Just kind of need to like puff them out a bit around like where the boot is. And other than that, like I said, they're not tight pants, so I can just kind of need to just have like the general shape. Although before we move on, I do need to take a bit of a bathroom break, so I'll be back in a bit, guys. You can just use this time to stretch, get some water, take a little break of your own, anything you need to do. Back in a bit. Alright, we're back. And now time to start with the pants. No, pressing. Yep, there we go, just to give me start and end points. Okay, although I think on my character design, it looks like it's actually some kind of high-waisted pants. Like, I mean, from what I can tell, I think like Eris actually has it like the pants are about like in line with where my elbows are, as far as I can tell. But of course, I compare to like how my body is. Like, I usually have the waist of my pants are honestly close to where, like, a bit above where my wrists end up when my arms are just, like, hanging neutrally. Or, like, just a normal hang where I'm not, like, stretching them out or anything. So I think around, like, I think this is, like, a good level for it. Okay. Yeah, so around, at least like, around the waist and around where around the end of the pant leg, those places will be, like, they'll be tighter than the rest of the pants. Mainly because it's kind of where it needs to, like, cinch in. So, like this across. And of course, you kind of see it like curve around, like so. Although, I mean, even like the sides of this definitely aren't going to be seen because they're going to be covered by the duster jacket. But it's still important to have an idea of how everything like actually rests on the body. Okay. So it goes like so around the boot. And same here. And of course, I have these go up a bit. No, actually, how would I have? Okay. And right here, it goes out like this away from the body. Okay. I'd say, yeah, for the most part, yeah, pretty much just like a straight line going down. Seem to be a bit more baggier on the lower leg, but for the most part, it's just a straight line. pretty much ignore how the leg curves a bit. And of course, as we get down lower, it kind of draws in a bit here. But yeah, I'd say it's good for a pant leg. So now for the inner side of it. Again, don't have to care too much about that, although I feel like, yeah, about right there is good. Need to give that area some breathing room after all. Okay, and then the other one, again. No, start that again. It's pretty much a smooth line. Doesn't stand out too much, and it just kind of connects there. So yeah, that's a basic pair of pants. And although I was about to say, it felt like the kind of general crotch area of the pants was a bit too short, but then I actually just like moved back and looked at my legs, and I was just like, okay, I know that's actually kind of like accurate, because I just never realized just how much of my pants is just like covering my leg. Yep, weird things about the body and about our clothes, I guess. But alright. Just pants and boots. Pants and boots. Pants, boots, pants, boots. But alright. Now to figure out where the pockets are. Yep. That's a quote of mine. I mean, it's just something I never really think about with my clothes. I mean, it's part of how you just, like, don't really think, like, how much of a person is just legs? Like, seriously. Like, I mean... no, I am not gonna go get my tape measure, just figure out, like, how much of my body is torso and how much is legs. That's for something to do after stream. But it's just... like, seriously. Well, actually, I can at least do, like, kind of a rough idea of it, because I can just select this layer. Oh, move layer, duh. Because, like, see, if I move my pant leg... like, look. Because this is the entirety of, like, waist and legs. It's more than half the torso. It's more than half of, like, the actual length of the body. Just funny to think about that. But anyway, on to put in some pockets on here. They're basically just cargo pockets, though. Yeah. 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 Ah. Dang nose. If I'm gonna sneeze, then let me sneeze. Don't just, like, feel weird. But, okay. So definitely on the lower leg. Which, actually compared to, like, the... Well... I actually can't remember if I've had, like, cargo pants that have the extra pockets on, like, my lower leg. Usually the extra pockets is just, like, on the upper leg. Like, especially the ones I'm wearing right now. Yeah. I got 2 pockets, one on each of my upper legs, but nothing down there. You know, I mean, it's at least an interesting design detail, so not like I'll get rid of it. It's just, like, didn't really realize that about my design. I got extra pockets. Always useful. Okay, but looks like... Okay, actually looks like more kind of on the front of the legs, now that I think about it, which... Although, actually looking at the side view, put them on the sides of the legs, which makes more sense, so I'll just kind of have them poking out the side. Although, actually, this might be a good time to kind of... like, kind of bag them out, like around the bottom of the legs. So actually, yeah, let's do that. Just kind of have them billow out a bit here. We go like that a bit, and a bit less on this side. So if I do it like this... Okay, that actually looks... Actually, yeah, I do think it looks better. It's kind of bunching up around the leg a bit. Like, it's not bunching up too much, but it just kind of... Like, it gives off the sense that, like, they could go a bit longer, but, like, they're coming up against the boot, so it's kind of getting pushed back a bit. I do like that. Also kind of makes them look a bit more... natural, I'd say. Although actually also looking at this... Yeah, I definitely do need to kind of like... Okay. Worrying about how they appear when they're covering here, I can get to that after I put on some more details and I can like figure out how I want it to look. Alright. And I don't think I'll try and have it be uniform on both legs. I'll have them kind of bunch up in a, like, not exactly the same, a bit different ways. So let's try this. Okay, I actually like that. Yeah, that looks good. Although maybe I could kind of... Let's move that one out a bit, but... So, that's good there. Okay, now on to the pockets. Okay, so definitely kind of like on this area of it. Okay, yeah, you see a... Even if you're looking at, like, looking at the leg, like, directly with a front-on view, you'd see a bit of the pocket as it kind of curves around the leg, so... Okay, just to figure out how to draw this, I guess... Okay. First thing that'll probably be easiest is... Oh, hey Penny. Wanna come up here? Or do you just wanna rub your face against the desk? Okay, rub your face against the desk it is. Oh, okay, now you wanna come up. Alright. Come on. You can make it. There you go. And just working on a drawing right now. And, well, it's about an hour and a half till dinner time, so you're gonna be waiting on that. I hope you're not climbing on the desk just so you can chew on the shoelaces. Remember, Penny, I can see you. Penny, no! No, you don't chew on them. You've already chewed on them. You chewed on them enough, sweetie. They're not a chew toy. Well, if a place sold something you could chew on like that, I'd probably actually, you'd probably play with it a lot. Well, that means I probably need to replace. No, Penny. Why do you want to chew on laces and wires? No. No, Penny, no, no. Sweetie, I love you, but I don't like how you like to chew on stuff and then just, chew through it. That's why that's why I keep the office door closed for the night, because I don't want you sneaking in and just chewing on stuff. Because I remember how you chewed through, my mouse cable, when I was getting all this set up, a year ago. You chewed straight through it. Had to throw that entire thing out. And hell, this is also why I make sure to keep my shoes off the ground so you can't just chew the laces. You hear me, sweetie? Okay, want to come back, down into the lap, or what, Penny? Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's a good girl. Bit of a smelly girl, huh? Well, I still love you, even if you stink a bit. Alright, so now what I was about to do before I got distracted with Penny. So, first thing, if I'm wanting to show it, like I said, part of it will actually, be able to be seen from the front. You won't be able to see the whole of the pocket. You won't be able to see it in its entirety, but you'll see, one of the edges of it. So I can draw this, I can draw the edge here. Just kind of keep it about like parallel with the pant leg. So maybe about like like so, maybe. Or maybe a bit longer? Well, yeah, no, they don't have to be like deep pockets, so I feel like this works. Now, if I kind of have it go out like this, and same down here. Okay, I want this to like actually curve around and kind of go like that. But I don't think it would be. I don't think it will curve around that much. That's the issue. I want this to definitely be obvious that yes, it's on the like outside of the pant leg and it's kind of going around. And I mean, I can definitely keep the bottom kind of like hanging like that. Like you don't need to see that part kind of move around to the back because obviously it'd be kind of like hidden behind it. Okay, let's try and zoom in a bit. That could help. Maybe that'll work. So let's get rid of this part of the pant leg. Like, don't need that line there. Okay, actually, it might be better if I just have that be like filled in like that. Okay, I think I might have a better idea of why this is giving me an issue. And it's because the top is... If I basically have it more kind of like... Basically the top needs to kind of go like that. There we go. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Obviously, that kind of... Oh, that is not the eraser. And that's not the eraser. This is the eraser. But yeah, the issue I was having was that it looked like there was a little cup on the top of it. And that just didn't actually look right with it. Although with how it is right now, this looks more like it's kind of a like patch on the pant leg. So now I just kind of need to... Okay, I need to draw a little flap and kind of have it stick out a bit more. So if I have it go like... kind of like from here. And just kind of clear this part out. Okay, I think that gives off the general idea that, okay, this is a pocket with a little flap here. And yeah, I mean, it's low on the leg, but I mean, sometimes cargo pants are like that. So, alright. Now just to do the same on this side. So, around here. Yep. Nope. Alright, I'd say this is good. Now I have that go there. And this one swings out a bit like this. And I get something like that. You know, looking at this, it kind of, with these not exactly being like perfectly positioned, kind of gives off the feeling that like they might not have actually been there originally on the pants and they got added, which I'm okay with. That's, I actually kind of like that idea. Alright, so now we go here. Get that part. Okay. Although this is definitely looking a bit... well, no, I don't want it to be like that. Okay, maybe I just need to tone this part down a bit. Now that's also looking a bit weird. Maybe instead I just need to have this one kind of go like this here. Okay. Alright, that looks better. Okay, now the next ones are, well, in this area. And, well, honestly, if I'm going to do it, like, I know that on the character reference they're actually a bit higher up. But I think I'm going to have them be like a bit lower, because again, like looking at the reference, they're kind of just like right up on the waist, and that's where you have your normal pockets. So you're having cargo pockets, then usually they go here on the upper thigh. And since there's a bit more extra room there, I can actually have these be bigger pockets. Now again, there's a very good chance that this duster will cover them up. But I'm still gonna draw them. I mean, hell, at the very least, it might actually work as a, like, just good understanding of here's how all the clothes are layered that I can just, like, basically I can basically have this have a, like, with the jacket on and with the jacket off. So in that case, I should, like, draw everything. But alright. So looking at my own pants for reference. Okay, yeah, starts up, like the top of it is a, like kind of around this line. Or actually, no, it's a bit lower. Probably starts around here. And okay, I can probably have it end like about right here. Okay. Maybe it doesn't curve that much. Follows the curve of the leg. No, actually, thinking about it, and again, just compare it to how my pants are actually like sewn. The bottom of the cargo pockets are actually like, they don't hang out. They're sewed in tight with the leg. So maybe I should have had it kind of like, kind of, not exactly like a corner, but they kind of poke up like that, maybe? Not in the sense that it's actually going up, but because this part's like sewed into the pants, so it's going around it, but this basically is just like the pocket actually like poking out. I wonder if I could actually like draw a little button here. With the pen. Oh. I can have something like that. Oh, hello, Red. I'm glad you could drop by. I'm currently drawing pants. How's your day been going so far, Red? I'm trying to get these pockets to, well, look right to me. Yeah, can't really do buttons right now, so I'll just have like the little metal clasps that you can usually see. Yeah, no, garage, like I said before on Discord, I've been there. Like, hell, when I moved into my new place, I think it might have been probably like a few weeks after, maybe like 2 weeks afterwards. I was running into an issue where like, I couldn't get the garage door to close properly. So when I went in, so I basically went and closed it manually. And then I found out, oh, I can't, like now, once I did that, I can't actually get the garage to, like, actually go up and down with the actual garage door opener. So my dad had to help out, and well, I can't exactly remember what was wrong with it. I think it might have been that the pulley belt. Okay, no, now I remember. It was that the mechanism it used to kind of like move the pulley so it could actually like raise and lower the garage door. It basically worn down so much that it couldn't actually move the pulley. So we basically just had to buy an entirely new garage door motor, get it installed and all that, and after that it worked perfectly. But yeah, no, just having to, it was just a pain having to deal with. And of course, having to buy an entire new garage door motor isn't easy either. Okay, so we go like this. Okay, no, not. That was almost it. Okay, that's looking good. But yeah, I really hope that garage issue gets fixed, because it's just a massive pain. Alright. Oof. Yeah, okay, yeah, that is rough. So I guess the cars are going to be staying outside the garage until it gets fixed, or... It's, yeah, like I said, massive hassle, just makes everything take longer. Just sucks in general. Oh, yeah, and I can't even remember... One of the things I had to do before we could get the new garage door installed, because... like, since it wasn't actually working anymore, you could actually just lift the garage door up, even if you're, like, outside. And, of course, most garages, they do have a lock that is pretty much set up that when it's, like, actually engaged, it pretty much, like, keeps the door from moving up the guide rails. Well, the one for my garage, I'm pretty sure it got installed backwards and I didn't have a key for it. So what I ended up having to do was, my dad had a length of chain. Okay, a storage garage, makes sense. Okay, so it's not too big of an issue. It's still annoying, but not a big issue in the day-to-day life. Okay. But yeah, so to keep, like, anyone from just being able to go to my garage and just lift it up when I'm, like, not in the house, or, well, they'd still be able to do it even when I was in the house, because it's not like I spend my time in my garage. But anyway, like, to do that, to deal with that, my dad had a length of chain. We kind of ran it through, like, kind of wrapped it around one of the wheels on the garage door, and I just basically had to kind of lock it in place. Like with a padlock. Thankfully, I didn't have to like completely lock the padlock. I just kind of needed it there, so you really couldn't move the garage except for like maybe a little bit. And also, like, he also gave me a pair of pliers that I could kind of jam into the railing when I lifted the garage door up to drive my car out. Basically, I would lift the door up, get the, like, pliers or whatever tool it was. I think it was, like, a plier that had a way to kind of, like, lock it in place. But, yeah, I basically have to lift the door up, grab that, and then just kind of use it to hold one of the rollers for the garage door in place on the rail so I could just drive my car out. And of course then I'd have to like get out of the car, remove that from the rail, let the door go all the way back down, chain it back up again. Then I'd have to go back into the house and go out my back door. It was like a massive hassle. Like, seriously. Oh, no, I'm using the eraser again. Yeah. Okay, now for the other pocket. I can't tell if this... Like, I feel like this pocket is actually, like, bigger than this one, but I can't really tell. I mean, I think it is. Oh, well. Okay, so again, for this one, you start... Okay, actually... Let me get this more centered. No, I don't want to open up DaVinci Resolve. Please don't do that, computer. Okay, good. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Gotta close this out. Thankfully, it's not like it doesn't boot up directly into it. It boots up to like where my projects are. But yeah, I mean, I had just accidentally clicked on that because I have it on my hotbar and I'm trying to scroll with, like it's right there. So, all right. So about here. To about here. Okay, I think I started a bit high. That was my issue. That's... Can't tell. I think I kind of want to have this go a bit like that. Okay, that feels better. Alright, now for the little flap. Okay, sticks out a bit more, but oh, actually, I'm going to fix up this line here. Okay, maybe have it kind of like curve a little like that. That might help. And then a little button here. Yeah, I kind of want it more a bit in the center. Like clocks like these would have two buttons, but you'd really only be seeing one of them just like from a direct front look. So, all right, got pants and boots. And we're looking pretty good. Next, I'd say the shirt. Okay. Alright, so for the shirt, first, new layer. Now, most of this won't actually get seen because it'll get covered by the jacket. But I can, like, I imagine the shirt's just going to kind of, at least like go to about, yeah, probably about a short sleeve shirt, so about probably like around here on the arm. And then might go a bit over the top of the pants. Okay, time to use myself as reference, but okay, yeah. Go a bit over the top of the pants. Oh, and I just realized something I forgot to do on the pants layer. I have all these cargo pockets, but I kind of forgot to just kind of right there, and okay, move it over so I have more space to work with this, more space on my tablet to work with, I mean. Okay, there we go. Gotta draw the default pockets. But alright, so yeah, the undershirt is, well, obviously not skin tight, but like compared to the pants, it's like the tightest thing he's wearing. So, alright. I'd have to say, kind of goes, probably around here for the neck of it. Like, it's not skin tight, but it's also not really all that loose. So something like that. Nope, not like that. Yeah, a bit of room on the shoulders isn't bad. And like I said, it's not skin tight, so it stays close, but there's definitely going to be parts where it's a bit loose. Okay. And then, yeah, we go around here. No, yeah, that definitely... Again, using myself as a bit of a reference, it still feels like it works. Kind of go a bit over the top here. Okay, so yeah, now we got a shirt. Definitely gonna look weird once I hide the model. But you know, you can definitely tell it's a shirt. Although... kind of hard to figure out like where the side on like this part, where the line's going to be going here, because obviously it doesn't go directly to where the sleeve is, because obviously with this pose the arms are a bit ahead of the rest of the body, so they're covering it up. Although I guess I kind of want to have at least have the line drawn for this ruff so I have a better idea of it, but it's not like how with the like pants and the boots, like I can't really just have a layer with like, oh, the arm's not blocking the shirt. Well, I'll try and figure it out because it's at least going to be helpful when I like get to the later stages. So if I kind of follow it like this, probably go around here until it meets back up. Although actually I might be able to do something. So if I go here, okay. Well, I can just undo when I move. So now that zooms in and out. Oh, okay, actually, yeah, this... Okay, this actually helps. Alright. At least it helps a bit more. Oh, okay, that's... Nope. Okay, don't do that. Don't... I just wish there was, like, one of these just... Oh. Oh, no. Do not revert while in default pose. Well, actually, wait. That might... Okay, actually, yeah, no, that does help a bit. Oh, wait. Okay, reset model rotation. I can use that. Never mind. Yeah, I don't want to flip it horizontally. It looks a bit weird, but it would be kind of funny. But yeah, like that. Oh no, I definitely want the light source. That's actually going to be helpful for figuring out, like, the eyes and stuff in the face. So, yeah, I'll keep the cache out. It's not exactly messing up too much. Okay, so I should have one to just, like, Within transform. No, that gives position and scale. That's not what I want. I just wish there was a easy way to just, like, turn this around to the back side of it. I thought one of these. Okay, I think, yeah, this should be close enough. This helped me get a better feeling for lines here. You serious? damn it. It's kind of annoying that I don't want the default pose. I thought reset model rotation would actually... Okay, if I use this one... I guess because I'm not rotating... Before I was rotating the camera, but... Okay, let's try this and see if it'll help. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so we got the shirt. So yeah, we got a shirt, we got pants, boots. Honestly, this is all coming together pretty well. Now for the jacket. Make sure I'm using an O instead of a P in rough. But all right. Okay. So yeah. The jacket's gonna be covering the front, well, at least the sides of the front. And I'd say it looks like it kind of starts at where like these parts of the shirt, which actually now that I look at them, first go here. Don't want them to be too much like a corner. So soften out these inner parts and then just smooth out the edge here. Not that much. Then, okay, yeah, so we get that. And yeah, it looks like it goes to probably around a bit. Yeah, the front ends a bit above the knee, and it kind of curves down and around to, like, looking at this, I'd say it's kind of, yeah, to below the knee. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go like this. No, actually, it's curve in. It actually seems like it kind of bows out a bit. Kind of going like that. Although, it doesn't actually start turning that much just yet. Actually, I could probably do a... like, better line like that. That probably... because it doesn't seem to curve that much. It's more of a straight line at that point. And of course, this isn't exactly the straightest line I've drawn. Oh, dang it. Okay, that looks better. Actually, you know what? I have the point here that I'm going to start from. Let's just kind of erase this up to there. Now I can just focus on just trying to draw the best line I can to connect the points. Okay, that looks good. So I'd say kind of have it go to about the same spot down here. Yeah, looking at this, you're definitely not going to be able to see those pockets. Oh well. All that means is that those details are there for me, and I'm okay with that. Okay, move over a bit. There we go. Thank you, Red. Okay, no, I bowed that out too much. Okay, I feel like... yeah, this kind of needs to go a bit straighter. But not, like, directly up and down. Did not need to go that far off. But yeah, it doesn't need to, like, go that far out with it. Okay, I feel like this top part is good. It was just when I got here, I kind of went a bit too far out. And shrink this a bit so I can tidy this up a bit, like that. That looks better. Or maybe kind of a bit. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. No. Trying to connect 2 points with a relatively straight line has always been an issue with me. Okay, I think that works better. Smooth that out of it. Okay, that looks good. That was close. let's see if this will help me. And then we reset that. Okay, yeah, that helped a lot. Vertical lines. Hard for me to draw. Horizontal? Yeah, no, I can just do that. My skill perplexes me. Alright. Okay. Now I just need to kind of curve it so it... Just kind of curve it out this way and then pretty much have it go... probably down like this way. Because again, it... Like, I can see the inner seam here, and then we can just... Then we have the outer part going this far. So, let's... And again, it's a relatively straight line to get out here. But I wanted to... Okay. Now that's a bit much there. This part, that's good. But I think I'm going to want to not have it go out too much with that curve. Okay, something like that looks better. Yeah, this pocket's a bit lower than this one, but that works. Okay, that looks good. Okay. So we have that done. Now for the outer part. Okay, it's definitely going to be like... Well, actually, yeah, even with the, like... Because I kind of forgot about, I have these little parts here. So yeah, it's definitely going to be larger than the shirt. In fact, I could probably extend these up a bit. Like so. And then have that be the start of the lapel part. Which, yeah, it's not going to get blocked by anything. I mean, other than, obviously, the arms crossing in front. That'll block it. It's going to get pushed up a bit because, like, the arms are moving forward. So, okay. This kind of go a bit more. And then kind of have them be a bit parallel with the shoulders here. Probably not exactly parallel. They'll go a bit like that far out, I'd say. it's about where the shoulder starts. But they're actually, I'm gonna want them to go up a bit higher. Because I'll have the, like, jacket part start here. So if I go like this, then I can start like that. Okay. Yeah, that works. Alright, something like that. Stand that up a bit. No, not like that. Okay. Then these parts of the lapels get close to the edge here. They don't exactly go, like they don't meet with it, but they get close. And I'd say it'd be this one that'll actually have kind of like meet up with the edge. Then these come out. Maybe, dang it. Okay, and about like there, probably. No, actually. Yeah, I feel like there's good. Okay, if this is around the elbow, then they do kind of come a bit early. I'm kind of wishing Eris just like gave me a shot without the jacket on that wasn't just this side view. Oh well, just gonna have to imagine this is how it works. Unfortunately, I don't think I have a jacket that I could actually use to figure out like how the lapels like this would work. I don't think I have one of those in my closet. I'll check and see if I do have one in my closet after I end stream, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm wondering, maybe I should have gone a bit. Nah, not gonna worry about that. Though, might want these to go a bit like longer. That might actually look better. So get something like that. But actually, if I keep going like this, then this actually kind of seems to like go in a bit, because I guess with how the jacket is, it's kind of got like a little extra layer right here on the back of the shoulders. Like it's an extra layer of cloth, so it just kind of like wraps around and kind of tucks in under here, I guess. So we go like this. And like this. Of course, there's still a sleeve under there. It's just going around like this. Although, yet, except with how I'm wearing it here, I have it kind of wrapped up around the elbow, so I don't actually go out that far. But I go to about here. Because, yeah, it's not like actually at the elbow, because that would be a pain. Because usually whenever you like roll sleeves up, you're not having them right at the elbow, you're having them like right above the elbow. So I'm gonna go like like that. Like around like that is what it feels like. I guess I don't have to worry about the extra, like, kind of like show up there. Oh, no, that's, yeah, I won't worry about how to draw like the inner edge of the arms that's being covered up. I mean, thankfully I won't have to worry about it here because I have the hand here, so that's a nice thing. But yeah, not gonna worry about that. Okay, so now I just have this part. And again, since this is a jacket, it's definitely not like, well, it's not just because it's a jacket, it's also because it's an unbuttoned jacket. It's not tied up against the body. So, the look at this, probably best if I figure out like where I want to start on the lower half before I go up. Which makes me wonder. Huh. Okay, yeah, I actually did keep the coat kind of in the little coat box I made for it. Nice. Okay. All right. Because, yeah. Don't want to have these lines kind of looking like they're converging behind there, because they're not really. Okay, it's just this one's going, feels like it's going a bit too far out. That's what was throwing me off. Okay, maybe I should have it kind of go a bit like, yeah, actually with this part, I should kind of have it look like it's getting closer to the body when it gets up here, because, like, obviously with the sleeve part, it is closer to the body up on the actual, like, torso. It's flowy down here, but when I get up to the body, it should actually be tightening in. Like, we're loose around here, but the closer we get to the body, the tighter we get, so we're like that. Okay, yeah, that looks good. There we go. Yeah, billow out down there and then tighten up in here. Okay. I'm liking how this little ruff is actually turning out. Okay. But now I can give a bit more details, kind of like rumple this area up a bit. Because it's not like, oh, this is a jacket with short sleeves. No, this is a jacket with rolled up sleeves. So, yeah, I go want to kind of go out a bit like, yeah, okay, actually. Yeah, no, I don't want it to stick out like away from it. I kind of want it to be like, so I kind of have it curve in a bit. Okay, that's difficult to figure out. Well, I should at least like have this part here on both of them. And actually think about it, I think I also need down the pants. Yeah. And I should have had like, kind of like this, probably. Not like that though. Okay, I need to make this a bit more obvious here, so like, yeah, like that. Okay. I can actually kind of move a bit out. So yeah, it gets like that. And something like that. That looks better. Okay, I think... But again, I definitely want to kind of have these billow out a bit more. Although I think if I want to do that, I'm going to need to kind of like start it a bit earlier here. Yeah, folds and wrinkles in clothing. Those will be fun to learn. Maybe something kind of like that on the side here. Like, let's just see how that looks once I get rid of this line. Oh, okay, I guess that works. At least for like a rough outline. Like when I go in and actually put in more detail, and I can have like a little bit of like shading and stuff to just really sell like, yes, this is a bunched up sleeve. Because you can actually see where there's like a little shading, where the light's hitting differently, stuff like that. And I have to say, this actually turned out pretty well. Like so far anyway. And yeah, using a 3D model as kind of a, not exactly as a base, but more just as a way to actually have a good reference for proportions and stuff, really helped. Because, like, hell, even without it there, you can actually still kind of, like, get the idea of what this is supposed to be. Color would definitely help, but you still have an idea of it. And yeah, I guess the next thing to do would be to, like, so next layer would be just, I guess best one, like a rough body would probably be the, like, best way to call it, because like next thing to do would be just to kind of like get a good thing for like the shape of the head and the neck and all that. And also the arms and such, including the hand. But I think, well, I'll probably be doing that off stream. At least I kind of hope I'll be doing it off stream. I hope I'm not just going to leave this alone on my computer until, like, my next longer art stream, which would be like in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's how my schedule is. Although who knows, depending on like, if, like, depending on what happens with some of the applications I sent out, like, well, who knows? Because I did actually find like some warehouse loading jobs. I actually like did find an application for some of them, and well, from what I can tell, they pay well. It's definitely wouldn't be enough to completely offset all of my like bills and stuff, but it would be enough to offset most of them, which means my mortgage wouldn't mean which means I wouldn't be hemorrhaging money every month because of my mortgage, which would really extend the time I can be looking for a job that actually covers all of my expenses. So yeah, just gotta hope. Is, God, I really do want to actually just go back and... I want to work. Yeah, it can be nice having free time and, like, being able to just decide, like, okay, I'll just spend this entire day doing, like, art or writing or just playing a game. Yeah, that can be fun. But the anxiety of just not knowing, like, okay, how much longer can I continue to live like this before I run out of money, go bankrupt, and lose my home and everything? Yeah, I don't like dealing with that. I don't think anyone does, obviously. But I really don't like dealing with that, and it really just puts a damper on... It really just, like, dampens the mood on anything I could be doing on a day. I'm able to fight back against that by knowing, like, okay, yeah, I've pretty much done everything I can when it comes to sending out applications and stuff. And of course, there's some things where I could be, like, spending money for, like, a certification course. But of course, like with certifications, it's not a guaranteed thing. You have to spend money to take the test, and if you fail the test, you don't get the money back. So of course, I don't want to risk losing money on something that I don't, and not get it. Well, I don't want to risk spending money on something and not get anything out of it, because then, oh yeah, I just wasted like $200. But if I can get a job and I can, like, again, offset most of my costs, like most of my monthly costs, then even though I'd be still like out $200 if I don't pass the test, I'm just, like, I'm not spending my savings as quickly. But yeah. So that's how that is. I mean, again, I'm not expecting anything too quickly. And after all, some places take a while to get back to you after you send in an application. And, I mean, like, honestly, if anything does happen with that, like, I'll let you guys know. I'll post about it on Twitter. I'll, like, mention it in the Discords I'm in. Because, I mean, shit, if I do get a job, I'm going to be over the fucking moon. But, yeah. So, for now, this is done. This is paused. The stream's ending now, so I'm not going to be working on this more. That's basically it. I mean, I'm going to be doing more work on this, but not now. Because I'm going to end the stream. Then I'm going to go make dinner and put some more dinner in Penny's food bowl. Put some more food in Penny's bowl. I'm going to make dinner for me and my cat, okay? Even if making dinner for my cat just means scooping her food into her bowl, I'm going to be doing that. And I'm also going to be checking my closet to see if I have any jackets that could actually act as a good reference for this. Actually, think about, do I even have any jacket pockets? Yeah, I don't have any pockets on the actual, like, duster jacket, huh? Eh, maybe I have, like, inner pockets. But anyway, okay. So, done with all the yapping there. We're gonna end stream. And let's see who we can raid into. Like, who is live right now? Okay. Oh! Well, hello, Lord Bass. And you got a book. I mean, I don't really know if you can read it, but you got it. Although you kind of came in right at the end of the stream. Hopefully you can, like, on the next streams, might be able to make it earlier. So, yeah, well, I mean, it depends on your schedule, obviously. My schedule's a pretty consistent thing, but anyway, thanks for popping in. Although, honestly, I mean, heck, you might have been in there for, like, longer, and I just didn't notice because you were lurking, which is perfectly fine. Anyway, let's just find someone to raid. Okay, maybe I should just raid someone new. Yeah, okay. Always hard to figure out if you're like raiding, if you want to raid into someone new. It's always hard to figure that out. I mean, I could go with like ones I ones I follow, because yeah, like I know it. Like, I know how their streams usually are. They're consistent. But I kind of feel like I want to raid into someone else, because no one that I follow right now who's live is doing anything with art, so... Okay, we'll raid into this person. Okay, we're gonna raid into Grey Lure. Right now she's working on some Pokemon art. And so far looks pretty good. Looks like she's doing some of the coloring now. But okay. Oh. Okay, never mind. She does not, like, seems like their settings are to not accept raid. So you know what, I'm just gonna go with someone I know. We'll raid into Thomas Takes On. Right now he's playing through Strangers of Paradise, Final Fantasy's Origins, and it seems like it's his first playthrough. So yeah, let's start the raid. Okay. For everyone who stopped by, whether you lurked, whether you chatted, thank you. I appreciate having you guys here, especially when I'm starting on like a big new project like this one. It's probably going to take me a while to actually get through all of it. But I should learn quite a few things from it, should get some good practice in, so that'll be nice. Okay, now the next stream we'll be doing some more Battle Network Blue Moon, and honestly, we'll probably finish up our second playthrough of Blue Moon on Wednesday's stream, because I mean, it's pretty damn quick. We're already at the last tournament. It's not going to be hard to do. And if I can actually finish up the second playthrough on Wednesday, I can probably finish the entire thing, like, on the Wednesday stream. Because I just got, like, one more double soul to get. But anyway, yeah, that's what's going to be happening Wednesday. So I hope you all have a wonderful morning, noon, afternoon, evening, day, night, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you have a wonderful time of it, and I hope I'll see you again next time. Let's raid. Okay, and for my YouTube viewers, I'm going to be ending the stream now. I hope I can see you guys again on Wednesday as well. Goodbye.